Hi everyone, it's a Friday night and I'm ill, which yes, is a really, really good way to spend a Friday night. Long story short, won't bore you with the details, but I got what they like to call glutened. And by they, I mean me. It's what I like to call getting glutened. If you don't know, I have celiac disease and I haven't been glutened in quite a while. However, yesterday and today have been miserable for me. Not that you need to feel bad for me, but if you did, I wouldn't blame you because I'm ill. My digestion's all fucked up. My stomach, I look and feel 6 months pregnant. Instead of like this, how my stomach usually is, it's like this. It's been fun. It's been a real good time. Luckily, I am in fact on the up and up. I had one of those immunity shots on the recommendation of my mom. Basically, it tasted like straight up ginger and it was horrible and I hated every second of it, but I do think it helped. Maybe it was a placebo effect. Maybe it really did actually help. Either way, I'm gonna try to eat tonight. I've kind of been fasting all day because the thought of food makes me want to vom. Also, did not have coffee this morning, which is very crazy for me because I have coffee literally every day, 365 days of the year, but I was like gagging when I was like, oh, am I gonna have coffee this morning? No, I'm not gonna have coffee this morning. I even took a nap, which is crazy for me because first of all, I just don't rest. I'm just not a napper, but I did. I took a long fat nap, had a nice drool off my chin, and here we are. I felt like having some human communication today, which is why I'm filming. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in quarantine all over again. My air just went on, which is really obnoxious, and it's gonna mess up the sound quality. Hold on. Anyways, as I'm sitting here in my gluten state, I realized that I had never shared my celiac journey, nor have I ever shared my vegan journey, how I got to where I am today. What better time than now to share that with you, my friends? But first, damn, if you aren't subscribed and this sick intro, literally sick intro, hasn't made you want to subscribe yet, this is me telling you to do it. Please subscribe. Also, if you want to go that extra Zoom mile, smash like and support me on Patreon. It would mean a lot to me if you did. Also, okay, fine. One more thing that I have to tell you, that I opened a P.O. box like a week or two ago, and guess what? There's nothing. I just want you to send me something, because even if it's like a little like card, that doesn't even have to be a card. It can literally just be like a piece of notebook paper with your name on it that says hi. Like, even that would mean a lot to me. Okay, well, we're done with that now. So let's start with our vegan journey, because that started first. Growing up as a wee lass, I guess, I'm a lass. I never really liked meat, I will say. I did enjoy the occasional chicken and hamburger. I never ate steak, never ate pork, never ate ham, all of that stuff, like, bleh, gross to me. Okay, zoom fast forward into tweenagedom. I was a teenager. No, I was like 11. I don't know what you're classified as when you're 11, but I was in Pensacola, Florida with my family, and I remember this very vividly. Stick with me here. We were at this like restaurant / hotel kind of place. It was pretty cute, loved it. We went downstairs to get dinner. My mom and I think my dad and my brother must have been there, but I don't recall. I can only recall my mommy. So we were sitting and I ordered a chicken breast. Okay, now this chicken came out on my plate like an entire breast, okay? But in my mind, what I saw was a chicken body. You know, like what you see like a turkey roast? No, this was like a chicken roast. And I started crying. I bawled my eyes out in this restaurant and I was like, Mom, I can't eat it. And then from that point on, I decided no more meat. And so I stopped eating meat. From the years 11 to when I went to college, I was vegetarian. Actually, when I was when I was a vegetarian, I remember like looking down upon people who are vegan. I remember being like, that's so extreme. I could never do something that extreme. Like not eating meat, that's easy. But like cutting out dairy and eggs, oh my God, I could never do that. Those people are fucking crazy. I'm sure I didn't think fucking crazy because I never used the word fucking in my vocabulary, but here I am at 25 saying fucking crazy. So let's just move on from that. When I did go to college, I started reading a lot, doing a lot of research on what veganism actually was, and looked more into the ethical side of things. And I came to find out that the dairy industry is naughty, okay? They treat their animals very badly. And that made me very sad, okay? I don't want to drink milk from an abused cow. I'm just not interested. I'm also not interested in eating eggs from a chicken that's been cooped up in a coop that's like this big and then taken to slaughter. It's just not my thing. I'm not gonna rant about veganism. That's not what this is. I'm not the kind of person that wants to like spit stuff in people's faces, okay? I think everybody's on their own journey to be the best person that they can possibly be. At least I hope. And we're all just trying our best here. I just want to share my story. So yeah, so then I just stopped drinking milk. I will say, from what I remember, yogurt and eggs were probably the hardest for me to let go because I did love myself an egg, a fried egg. Luckily, there's tons of alternatives nowadays that can keep me satisfied. And then yogurt. I'm a hoe for yogurt. Once again, there's so many plant-based alternatives, and let me tell you, they're fucking delish. Especially cashew yogurt and silk coconut milk yogurt. Very good, very tasty. I actually did a vegan yogurt taste test a while back. Let me know if you guys want me to do more vegan taste tests, because that, like, honestly could be fun for me. I am doing a taste test tomorrow, but I'm gonna leave that as a little surprise. Oh, stay tuned, subscribe so you don't miss it. Fuck. Okay, now I just checked myself out, made sure that I looked okay. I don't look great, but I look okay. Okay, now let me tell you about my celiac journey. So basically, we'll start back where my dad has type 1 diabetes. He was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. How did that associate? Oh, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's diabetes. And so that's an autoimmune disorder. I don't know. And then my mom has a hypothyroidism. So that's a little bit of history for you. Gigi's 14. She's active. She's healthy. She's a queen. She lost her menstrual cycle, okay? For the men out there who don't know what that is, that's your period. It's the blood that comes out of your hoo-ha every month, okay? She was having some health issues, was not absorbing nutrients properly. So my mom was like, oh shit, maybe she has what I have with her. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I forgot. Now I remembered. My thyroid levels were like very high, so my mom wanted to get me tested for hypothyroidism or whatever she has. So turns out I went to a gastroenterologist, I think. Turns out I did not have that, but they were like, hey, it seems like autoimmune diseases run hectic in your family. Let's test you for celiac. You don't know what that is? Okay, well, you can't eat gluten because it'll destroy your small intestines, and you don't want that because that can lead to osteopenia, which can lead to osteoporosis, and then your bones can just break, and also your intestines can practically explode. And they won't actually explode, but damn, you'll be in a lot of physical pain. So we were like, okay, cool. So for 2 weeks, the doctor was like, okay, eat all the gluten you want for 2 weeks. Come back and we'll test you. And they did an endoscopy, which is basically where they send a camera down your throat and into your stomach. And what they're looking for in your stomach are these flagella, which like move like this. And I don't know exactly what they do, but I think they help process nutrients. And if you have celiac disease, your flagella are gone and your stomach just looks like this. So basically, I was under, and I remember my heart rate got really low, and they were like, okay, all right, Gigi, you gotta do some kicks for us. Do some kicks, get that heart rate back up. And they were giving me ice cold apple juice as well. So I was drinking apple juice and I was like going like this. I know, truly a sight. I was 15, by the way, at that time. The doctor was like, you know, we have to look at the x-rays, but there's a 95% chance you do have celiac. So go eat your last glutinous meal. And so I did. I went to a French bistro with my mom and I got a French baguette. I was a big guts fan, okay? What my mom would eat the crust of the baguettes and I would eat the inner guts. Like our thing growing up, we used to go to Atlanta Bread Company or Panera and I would get bread bowls. The soup, it's like soup in a bread bowl, and I would always just like scrape the mushy, gooey fucking bread out of those bread bowls, baby. And I would eat that shit like it was candy. And then I would give my mom the crust to eat. And so anyways, that was my last, what I like to call my last meal, my last glutinous meal. And then, yeah, and then the doctor let me know, hey, you have celiac. And I've been gluten-free ever since. I've been glutened 3 times, I think. The first time, well, I was on vacay in Florida with my cousin, and my mom sent me wine coolers because she knew I couldn't drink beer. I was like 16 at the time, and my mom's pretty cool, so she was like, you can drink if you're responsible. And I was like, okay, I'll be responsible. So she sent me with wine coolers. Turns out these wine coolers were like malted, and malt is from barley, and barley is glutinous, so I had a celiac reaction. I remember I like couldn't sleep at all that night. My stomach hurt so bad. And then I had to take like a super hot shower in the morning, and I just stood there like this. And then the other time was like 2 years ago where I like lost literally 5 pounds in a week because of how bad my digestion was. And I don't know what the hell happened there. And then today, or no, sorry, yesterday, I don't know. I must have eaten something and my tummy is not happy about it. So that's why I have to be super careful, like going out to eat. And you know, if you're celiac, I recommend like cooking with your own pans instead of other people's pans, and like using your own utensils and not baking with real flour. I can only bake with gluten-free flour. That's another thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but I owned a business in college, and for a little bit afterwards, like for about 2 years, I baked vegan gluten-free cookies and desserts, and I would sell them at local coffee shops, and I would sell them at restaurants and local grocery stores, and it was like a pretty poppin' business. And I had to give it up because I moved to Colorado and it was too expensive to do it out here, and I have a full-time job, so I just can't, I don't have the time for it, which is really sad. I will let you know a little secret though. My dream in life, besides being a musician and YouTuber, obviously, my realistic dream in life that doesn't have to do with stardom is to own my own vegan, gluten-free bakery. I have a love for baking cookies. If you haven't noticed, I bake a fucking lot of cookies on my channel. And it would be so cool to just get to bake cookies all day, because I've done it before, and I love it. It's like my favorite thing to do. It's so fucking fun. Well, I think when I'm gonna be like 50, I'll have enough saved up in my bank account to lease my own space and start my own gluten-free bakery, and then you know, start a product line, sell those in Whole Foods and Sprouts, and then maybe even like Kroger and Bilo and Publix. Oh my God, can you imagine? I would be sick. So wow, this has been quite the video. I didn't expect to get this deep or personal, but I'm kind of glad that I did. It's been a while since we've had a real chat. You want some feet footage? You want to start a page for me on Wiki Feet? Go ahead. I was walking my dogs outside and I wasn't wearing shoes, so they're disgusting. So go ahead and rate me 6 out of 5 on Wiki Feet if you dare. Do it. I dare you. Why am I sitting like this, you ask? I don't know. Don't have a real reason, but it is more comfortable than you would imagine. Also, look, watch this. I'm just pushing you back because you're on my coffee table. You're on my coffee table and there's not even coffee on it. It's just a camera and some candles and some incense because I'm that kind of bitch. I love a good smell sesh. All right, this is going off the this is going off the rails. Come back to me, baby. Don't leave me. Come back. Come back. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, smash like, subscribe, support me on Patreon if you want to go that extra Zoom mile, and don't forget, send me something to my P.O. box. It's the first thing in the description below. Why else have a P.O. box? Like, if nobody's gonna send me anything, okay? So, thank you so much. Should I do a middle part? Hey. Thanks for watching. I love you so much. Can you, leave me a comment because they mean a lot to me. Okay, I'm gonna go drink some water now. Bye. I'm insane.